Good morning. I'm back with my coffee and food little message in me. Live life. Live the life you imagine. One of my favorite cups. Okay, so this floss tube number 9 of season 2. Lots to talk about. Floss tube is where I talk about my cross stitching primarily, but then also sewing and all that. So let me do haul first. Only little piece of haul I didn't buy. Lisa got me. Ain't he cute? And see, he's reversible too. So he is so adorable. But right now, he fits over my orange jar. And so he just sits like that. I'm debating about using him like a pincushion too. But he is just so cute. And that's all of my haul for this week. That's it. Not much. Being good. I did place an order with 123 Stitch, but it's not here yet, and it's just DMC floss. Okay, so for sewing wise, because I don't have a lot in it, for my Rose in Bloom by the Fat Quarter Shop, I did my blocks, and this is how they turned out. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's it. Now, this is the first month. The second month. This is all the leftover fabric. I like that. I'm already thinking, okay, what else can I do? But that's it for that for this month. Then for Dee Dee's sewing challenge, this time it was a fabric basket, and this one is the one I made. It is nice and big. I love it. I love it. I've already got plans of where I'm going to put it. And yellows are not my favorite color, but this fabric here, I absolutely love. It is gorgeous. So, yeah. And that's all my sewing. Not much at all. I mainly was cross stitching. So let's get on with it. For letter of the month, I needed to work on Wicked Witchcraft. And here is a picture of what it will look like and where I was. I am doing this on Aurora. Let me see. Aurora Opal 18 count Ada. And that's where I'm at now. I got all the way down the side. I'm going to work on all that's in these 2 rows here. And then I'm going to move across. So, I was happy with that. I got 1,000 stitches in for it. So, letters of the month is done. for the month. Then I needed to work on underwater dolphin and turtle. Wait, no. Nope, that's not the one I worked on. Once Upon a Fairy Tale. That's it. For Semi-Sane. It was a whip with a, where are you? Fantasy background. This is what it will look like before. I mean, once I'm done and before. And I got 1,000 stitches in. So, about right here, yeah, right here ends the first page. But I wanted to go down to the bookshelf, so I started filling in all this here. Once I get this bookshelf done, this shelf done, then I will move over to the next page. So I got that done, and I'm happy with that. Then I only worked on one other. Along the forest path. This is where I was and what it will look like. And this is what it looks like now. I've got a second page done for the month, and I've started on the third. Yes, I did not go over, I went down because that right here is where her head starts. And I cannot wait. So, that's where I was. Now, for this week's plans. Magical Stitches. We got to spell out, we know who the murderer is now, and we got to spell out double life. I'm doing all of them on my oldest whip. That will be 2,000 stitches. And that will make a dent on this page. So, for Magical Stitches, that's what I'm using. For, let's see, Whip Go. I still need 2 projects for Whip Go. I did start working on Claire for Whip Go. But I got extremely frustrated because I found mistakes. So I'm putting this one to the side until I decide if I'm going to unpick all of that or switch a different fabric. I don't know. So for the Whip Go, I'm changing that square. Okay, now. There. Had a string caught in the zipper and it didn't unzip. But I'm changing that from Claire to a different Halloween fancy lady. So this week I gotta work on it. And I'm changing it to Gwen. Isn't she gorgeous? So Gwen, I am doing on, where's my little card? Up there. Pumpkin Patch by BeStitchMe. 18 count opal. And I did not have very much done on this. But this week I plan on getting 2,200 stitches on her. So, or that's what I'm hoping for. Oh, I will get that one done. Then the other prompt is a Christmas whip. I do not want to stitch on any of my Christmas. Not really. But I was thinking, and remember, I make the rules to my whip go board. This project is to be a Christmas present. So wouldn't that count as Christmas? You know, I'm going to be giving it away to my son. So sailing is the one I'm going to be doing. I am doing it on, it's by Fortnite Fabrics, but I forget the name of it and I don't have it written down here. Shame on me. But that's where I'm at now. This is the one I have changed all the colors from all browns to grays and blues, except for where the wood is. So, for my Christmas prompt, because this is a Christmas present, I'm going to work on this. And that's all my plans for the whips for this coming week. Just 3 whips, which I know is not very exciting, but it is what it is. It's what I'm being called to stitch on too, so I don't know whether I'm going to do Sailing, Gwen, or the Forest Path this morning. I think I want to stitch on Gwen today. Let's see how much of her I can get done. I'll feel better getting one of the whip go boards completely done. So, because remember, I have 2. And one is my main, which is the Christmas and all that. The other one is all Halloween, and that's where Gwen comes in. But I will be working on her, I think, today. I need a break from... There's a woodpecker out there. I got bird feeders right there. Excuse me. Okay, so for semi-sane, it says stitch on a map that you can relate to a movie or a book. This, along the forest path, is an old forest. So I'm saying I can relate it to Twilight because the forest that's in this one reminds me of the one that is in the movie Twilight. And on the road trip, I'm at the Stitching It Up shop. I'm waiting on to find out what I'm buying from the shop. And they just had a new thing where you can go up from Hotel Hopper, which I am, to Jet Setter. I'm debating because I am flying through, and it means on the traveling I would add 2,000 stitches to my mileage. That's a lot though. But I do 2,000 in 2 or 3 days, so it's not that much for me. So I might up that. I don't know. I'm debating. But that's it. I do want to say thank you to Debbie from Owl and Gator Stitchers. She gave me a shout out. Thank you for anybody that's joined me because of it. And if you had not watched her floss tube, go watch it. I think she's in the under 1,000 sub club, which I am. But I would love to get out the 300s. I keep bopping around in 300s. But she has some wonderful whips. There's so many people out there that's under 1,000 that has such great whips. And you know, right now their names are not good. I watch so many, and I do watch a lot. a lot. While Lisa and Michelle are at work, I play floss tube on my TV, and I just sit here and stitch the whole time. So, yeah. I'll have to remember to write down a couple that I'm watching so everybody can watch them too. I know their names in the groups. I'm horrible with names. Oh well. But thank you for joining me. If you'd like to see my progress, just hit like and subscribe. And I hope to see you next week. Have a good day, everyone.